Hey Pisces, this is your general tarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant, our rising sign for the month of August, as the first card just makes its way out. And what a nice card to come out. It's magic. It's Mercury. And we start the month with Mercury in Cancer in your 5th house, which is quite a playful, even magical house, a creative house. And then he moves into Leo on August 11th. He moves further then, August 29th, into Virgo. But what's he doing? He is trying to bring magic into your life. He is trying to get you to put more effort this month into making sure that your dreams are coming true. And also in the second half of the month, he might be opening new doors of opportunity for you to meet new people who might be able to, I don't know, help you push some of these magical dreams along, Pisces. So we lay it down there and wait on the rest of the cards. So what's going on? What is going on? Well, you survived the lunar eclipse from last month, I take it. Yes, everything intact? Yeah, I think we just barely got through it. But it was a big one because it happened for you, obviously, in the 11th house. And some of you could have had a real turnaround last month, where it was, maybe for some of you, a period where you didn't get so stressed out about groups of people, as we talked about last month, groups on social media, groups on the internet, not so stressed out about having to go to achieve some big vision or big dream. Maybe that big vision, that big dream, that success and that popularity, hopefully, Pisces, has already started to come your way since last month. And if it has, I love that, I love it. But we're entering Leo season. Sorry there, I got stuck. I'm recording these in Mercury retrograde and things get a little bit stuck. Okay, this is Leo season and it is all the energy focusing on your 6th house. We enter the month with the Sun in the 6th house, then Mars, Venus in the 6th house. Right from the start of the month, we've got the new moon, something new emerging in the 6th house. On the 11th, is it? Yeah, Mercury goes in there and joins them in this 6th house. So what the heck is 6th house? 6th house, 6th house. Okay, is this card? Yeah, we won't put any coincidence to that we kept saying the number 6 and then he came out. No, there is actually no coincidence there. Yeah, let's not draw coincidences where they're not. Okay, but the 6th house has a lot to do with you getting really serious, getting really focused on streamlining the work that you do, streamlining your dreams so they can finally start kind of shaping up and becoming something. It's like this is where the sleeves get rolled up and I need to get the right equipment. I need to get the right tools of the trade. I need to have all the right documents, things like that around me so that I can observe everything and streamline it. So how would it do that? Say for work, it's like this is a moment where you need a clear space to work. You need to make sure that you have a clean and tidy desk, a clear office space. This is also a moment where you need to make certain communications clean and clear between you and maybe some co-workers. Do not let any lingering shady weirdness, shadowy stuff happen between you and a co-worker this month, because this is a moment where you have to be upright, straight and say, listen, excuse me, you said something there. Just wondering, could you clarify that? What do you mean by that? What's that all about? Am I reading this right? You know, don't let anybody away with anything, particularly in work this month. But in general, this could be a month where you're tired, you've had enough. You don't want any unhealthiness, unclean vibes, unclean attitudes, unclean kind of just energetic shit hanging around you this month, Pisces. It's like, I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to, as I said, streamline my work, get every tool or anything that I need to get to make it happen. I'm going to maybe tidy up my house, pull out everything out of the wardrobe and clean it, clear out my garage, clear out my basement, whatever. I am going to clean my diet, take care, maybe do a detox, take care of my fitness levels, maybe go out for more walks or even get into the gym this month. It's like I am taking care of myself, and whatever has been messy or a bit bad vibey, I'm going to clean this up. I'm no longer tolerating things going wrong in my life, people bringing drama to my life, people bringing certain shadiness perhaps even to my life. It's just not going to be my world this month. I'm just not going to stand for it. So you're definitely cleaning that up. Now, other good things that are happening this month, Pisces, we've got Jupiter going direct in Sagittarius, in your 10th house. And that's very often a career house. And it's the same thing. It's like some really hard work and focus and dedication and cleaning up the way you work this month could catapult something for you within your career. It's like I'm more streamlined, I'm more prepared, I have everything that I need, and now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to expand, and I'm ready to push on with my career. I'm ready for the key people to see me. I'm ready to be seen as a responsible, reliable, consistent, dependable person that other people can trust too. So that's really good, not just in your career, in every aspect of your life. It's like you want to be seen as a stand-up person, and you will be. Somebody who can be trusted, and you will be. Not that you aren't already that, Pisces, but other things that are happening this month. August 12th, excuse me, Uranus retrograding in Taurus in your 3rd house. Yeah, this is an interesting one. This could be where there could be some really unusual kind of thoughts coming into your mind. Like unusual, maybe even for some of you, because you're quite psychic, quite psychic, Pisces, you could start kind of feeling that you can contact people that may have passed on. Don't get frightened if that's not your thing. If that scares you, you don't have to do that. But if it's something you're interested in, you could become very psychic in that area of being able to speak to spirits, speak to ancestors. To be able to use a real heightened intuition to get flashes of images in your mind. So it could be a very kind of sudden plug in to some highly charged psychic energy. But as I said, if that's not your thing and if that type of thing worries you, you don't have to pay any attention to it. That will only come if you're focused on it, okay? But the other things that might be happening, Pisces, is that there could be unusual, unpredictable things happening when you're trying to travel somewhere, like your car, and you're saying, wait a minute, this sounds awfully like Mercury retrograde. Don't you dare tell me that this is going to be another month of that shit of computers breaking down, cars breaking down, documents getting lost, my mind being totally confused and addled. It might be, Pisces, I have to tell you, I do have to warn you. But I think these unpredictable things that are happening are trying to serve a purpose. That's why it's slightly different. If your car breaks down, this could be the moment where it's like, okay, you're right, Uranus. I do actually need to trade in this car and get a new one. Where am I going to get the money? Why don't you surprise me with something unexpected about that too while you're at it? But there is a kind of, this is something that's going a little bit wrong. We're giving you the heads up here. Fix it, or else it'll keep going wrong, or it'll keep breaking, or it'll keep doing something weird. So it's almost like a cosmic heads up. Computers, technology, travel plans, unless they're streamlined, unless they're well taken care of and maintained, yeah, they could go a bit weird. I'm sorry. Pisces, I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? But other things that might be happening too is with Uranus retrograding in the 3rd house, that you may be going back to retrieve some fabulous ideas that you did have at one point. Great ideas, maybe to make money. Business ideas, business plans that you kind of thought, this is it, this is the one, and then you just kind of let it drift off. They might come back. They might just pop into your mind again and say, maybe that idea was too far ahead of its time back then. Maybe this is the right time to maybe do that thing. Maybe for some of you it's like, this is the time to go back and study a little bit more, brush up my skills so that I can be more relevant in the workforce or more relevant with whatever it is I'm trying to do in any part of your life. Go back and learn a language, go back and study a night class. It's just like opening up so many new possibilities. I mean, some of you, say for example, you could suddenly find a new love connection or a business connection and you're saying, this is it, this is the one. But they may not speak your language. And you're saying, oh shit, what do I do? Right, I have to go back and learn that language again. I have a few words, maybe I need to brush up on that. So it's almost like something unexpected happens and you have to kind of go back and brush up your skills, brush up your talents in order to be able to rise and meet some new, unexpected but wonderful challenge, Pisces. So it's very, very nice. Now, on August 15th, we have the full moon in Aquarius. And this is an interesting one, Pisces, because this could mark a period where you may have felt recently, maybe, or even for a long period of time, that you'd been alienating yourself further and further and further away from actual human contact. You might have been spending a lot of time on your own, studying, perhaps working, doing research, or just doing your own thing, kind of being at home watching movies in the evening or playing video games or whatever. And this is a real moment this month, around August 15th, where that has to come to an end. This enforced solitude, this thing of being quite lonely at times, Pisces, where for some of you on an extreme level, because it's a full moon in Aquarius, some of you might find that the only real people you contact on a day-to-day basis outside of work are people on social media. That you might only chat to people on your Facebook page or on some other forum, that you don't actually have much face-to-face contact with people. And I think that needs to be addressed. I think that needs to come to an end. I think around the full moon you're being invited to maybe come out a little bit of your shell and maybe get to meet a new bunch of people. Bunch of people is right, because in some way you might find that you could become very attracted to getting out and maybe helping in the community. Real people, helping homeless people, helping disadvantaged people, doing something like that, a humanitarian thing, helping animal shelters, anything like that. And that's a good way for you to start, Pisces, especially those of you who've really felt that you've been pulling back and isolating yourself a little bit too much from society. This could be a great gateway back in. Joining groups, joining a gym with all the energy in the 6th house, joining, I don't know, just a group that interests you. Say you're interested in music or literature or drama, poetry, anything, or the arts, science, movies, whatever. It might be worth checking out in your local area if there's a group meet, that kind of a bunch of people into the same thing that meet once a week or whatever. It's kind of the energy of get back into the habit of meeting new people. And don't always try to be plugged into social media. Now, I'm very happy that you're plugged in to watch this video, but I'd also want you at some point to plug out and switch this off so that you kind of make more arrangements with actual face-to-face people. This is the energy of get it face-to-face. Face-to-face wins the race this month. Because it will. You'll be getting out there in the second half of the month, meeting new people with all the energy moving then into Virgo in your 7th house. New connections, new business partners, a new audience maybe for some of you, new clients. So it's time to get out there and get used to this whole thing of making new people and welcoming new people into your space. Now, I know that might not apply to some of you. Some of you are very social, I get it. But it's like put more of an effort into getting out there and not isolate yourself so much in some way. Mid-month, that will be really felt, okay? Now, let's get a few cards going on here, Pisces. The second half of the month, yes, finally that comes out, is all about relationships. You'll be more agreeable and you'll find that people are more agreeable with you too. It might be a good time to get contracts moving, to get handshakes on some deals, you know, buying, selling, trading, getting new clients. It's all about welcome new people into your life. Could be a moment where some of you decide to get very, very serious with all the heavier earth energy at the end of the month, to get very serious and committed to somebody that you really care about, your partner. Maybe it's time to put a ring on it, you know, maybe it's time to make a deep commitment with somebody. But one of the deep commitments I really want you to do, Pisces, this month, is to get out and meet new faces, get out and see new things, get out into that night course, night class, or that meetup group in your local town or whatever. I need you to be welcoming in new energy, because I need you to be setting this up for newer things that are coming your way, better energies down the road that will come your way, that will help with your success help with your health too, and help with, I don't know, relieving a lot of pressure that you might have been under, particularly since last month, you know. So that's the vibe. Let's get 2 more cards going on here, Pisces. Yeah, and 2 came out. Sorry, that was the first one that came out. And then that one. Yeah, I know, we'll talk about it. Anyway, Pisces, let's get to it. We are going over to your big, grand, ta-da, Pisces overview. So we are starting with magic. You see, even though some of the things that I mentioned there a few moments ago might sound weird or uncomfortable or whatever, there are new pathways for you to go down, and that's why I want you to rise this month and meet the energy, kind of do the things that we're saying, because otherwise you'll miss these great magical new avenues that are kind of magically appearing for you, new opportunities, new creative opportunities, new opportunities to take care of your health, new opportunities to embrace all this wonderful kind of positive career stuff that's happening for you, and new opportunities just to allow your ideas be brought back to life in some way. It's a time to get moving, Pisces, a time to really get that mind going and take the opportunities to share, talk to new people, get chatting to new people, kind of just get chatting, get speaking, get networking, because it will be to your advantage. Where? To the work that you're doing. But not just to the work that you're doing. Also, I know some of you don't work. It's also where you are responsible. You could be a responsible parent, a responsible grandparent, a responsible kind of head of a sports club, head of a community thing that's going on, head of a charitable thing. There is somewhere along the line that you are putting a lot of effort into something about, you know, this is me taking care of this. I am in charge of this. I'm in charge of my pets. I'm in charge of something in my life. And there are new doors opening for me to push forward with these things in my career or with my responsibilities. And I have to be out there chatting to people, networking, going back and re-networking with old friends maybe, and then finding new people, because your success this month, Pisces, seems to count on being out there chatting, talking to everybody, handing out business cards, meeting and greeting. But face to face, as I said, face to face wins the race this month. You will get 1,000,000 times more out of this if you are personable, if you're actually speaking to somebody face to face, you know. But still carry on if you're pushing ahead with something on the internet, if that's what you're doing, and your business maybe depends on social media, great. But don't get swallowed up by that either, okay? Now, and again, here we see this is something that needs to be cleaned up in your environment. I feel, Pisces, that it's a few things. For me, I think it's that sense of isolation, maybe at home, the sense of being a little bit too long without something new happening in your life, and it's starting to feel a bit oppressive, starting to feel not like fun anymore. I think you need in Leo season to go out and have a bit of fun. Go out and organise something with a bunch of people and have fun doing that. Organise something for charity even. It's great energy for that. Even through your work, you know, do a sponsored walk or a sponsored something, you know, something silly even, you know. But just get something organised so that you and a bunch of people can do something fun together, because there is this sense, Pisces, of feeling a little bit oppressed and a little bit lonely at times, at some point throughout the month, maybe even last month, and that needs to change in your environment. It really does. And there are just so many ways to do that this month, so many opportunities. That's why I'm saying pay attention and take every opportunity you can to get yourself out of this too long of a solitude, okay? Or too long where you're not actually speaking to people face to face. I know that's strange because, Pisces, you are a very chatty person. I know that you like to spend time alone. I know that. But when you get chatting, it's like you chat, you talk. I know that. But it's almost the feeling here of it's been too long where you've had real conversations with people who stimulate you, who kind of do something that you love and that you can share something together face to face. So that's just very strong, Pisces. That whole concept seems to be hijacking the kind of vibe here for me right now. It's just that thing of get out face to face, unplug. The people on social media will still be there. I'll still be here. Everybody else will still be here when you come back. But unplug and find freedom. Find freedom again by finding real life, real people, real nature, real something. I know this might sound really odd to some of you, but you might feel it as we go through the month. Because mid-month, I feel there is some communication that might be a little bit harsh for you. Something that does seem to happen around the full moon. It's almost like you're very sensitive around that time, Pisces, extra super sensitive. You might see something on social media and say, that's enough. You might be trying very hard to help a group of people. Maybe feeling that you're helping a group of people on your social media, that you're helping a group of people in your community. And then you might see, wait a minute, maybe I need to pull back a little bit from that. And I think some of you might hear something, see something gets revealed to you that hurts you a little bit, Pisces. I'm sorry to say that. It hurts you a little bit. And that is the moment that forces you to kind of pull away from this over-focus on it's kind of getting lost in a crowd, getting lost in social media. It's like you need to come back down and be with real people again, people that you can have fun with, people that are on your kind of vibe level, people that are more entertaining, face to face. So it's an unusual energy I'm picking up for you, Pisces. I'm trying to tune into exactly what it seems to be. It's almost like, you know, the feeling of getting lost, maybe thinking that you can help somebody when say help somebody through social media, like help somebody on a forum, on a chat, which is wonderful. I'm not saying don't do that. That's why I have to be kind of delicate here with this. But it's more like your services would be better if you actually went out and helped people face to face this month. So it's an unusual one, an unusual energy, I have to say, Pisces. And I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at here. It's like any good that you're trying to do has to be done face to face. I know, I keep repeating myself, sorry about that. Now, mid-month again, we see you're grinning and bearing something that you're not happy with. But good news does come. This is so unusual energy, Pisces, I have to say it. It's like good news comes mid-month that helps you to heal something that threw you all into a state of chaos where you were all upset about something. But yet, instead of getting angry about it, you just kind of smiled and carried on. It's like I didn't have anybody to speak to about this, so I just kept going. I just kept smiling and carrying on, like keep calm and carry on. But something or somebody comes mid-month and heals that. It's almost like when you have a real face-to-face conversation with this month, they give you some hugely deep level of clarity, Pisces, that you otherwise wouldn't have found anywhere else. Maybe even through readings like this or whatever, you're looking for answers that perhaps can only be found by human contact. I know you're saying, you shouldn't be saying that, should you? Maybe not, but I have to say what I think is fair. I have to say what I think will give you happiness and progress. So what I'm saying to you is, maybe temporarily, this month, mid-month, unplug, because there is somebody there that wants to talk to you face to face about something and help you heal something and help you progress in some way. Yeah, so sorry if that sounds very cryptic, Pisces. Sometimes when I tune into your energy, especially with the full moon this month in the 12th house, a very kind of Piscean style energy, it does all get a bit, it gets all a bit, what am I looking at? What is this? What is this unusual feeling? But really, just to kind of say what I think it is, Pisces, it's like tuning into the energy of you. If you really want to help others and help yourself, if you want to bring your special gifts, then it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to come out of seclusion. It's time not to be afraid of sharing these gifts with real people. Not to be hiding behind maybe like a fake name on social media and giving out wonderful advice, but actually come out and do that. With animals, with people, with somebody that human contact will actually mean something to them. Now we're coming towards the end of the month, and this is the energy, this is Cancer energy. And again, we had Mercury in Cancer, we had a lot of energy last month in Cancer in the 5th house. And it's kind of like, you need to get your happiness back, Pisces. You need to start fixing this. You need to start attracting something in your life that is happier. Bring something to a conclusion. Right, this is a challenge, I have to say, Pisces, because I'm even feeling floaty tuning into this energy. It's very like that. It's very, wow, it's like being in space. But for me, it's like the emotions have been upset. Something has, but it's like a general feeling of being upset that can come to an end. It can be fixed. This is a Pisces card, by the way, Moon and Pisces. This is the energy of healing some deep, deep, deep emotional pain this month, which seems, okay, let's tie it in. Deep, deep, deep emotional pain, which maybe you haven't even been aware of. Maybe you were able to hide it, kind of bury it deep down in your subconscious, but the full moon in the 12th house is bringing all that deep, deep, deep stuff up again to be healed. Maybe healing some pains, maybe some addictions, maybe some deep wounds, Pisces. And it's time for that to happen. It's time for that to come to its conclusive kind of end. It's time for it to be wrapped up, tidied up, so you can get your happiness back. So while you're feeling super sensitive, it's the energy of you fix this by coming out of hiding. Reveal your truth. Tell the truth. If you've been lonely, say it. If you've been kind of not happy about something, say it. Say it, say it, say it. Because then, Pisces, I believe there is somebody, not just one, but maybe a few people out there that you can form a bond with. Maybe a new love, a new friend, a new companion, somebody that seems to come into your life that gives it meaning. Now, I don't want this reading to be all weird and sad or kind of emo or anything like that. It's not like that, Pisces. It's almost like this is the last thing you need to do. This is what you need to clear in order for the joy to come back, the pleasure to come back, getting back stuck into your life again, feeling like you're kind of going places again, feeling like you're being lit up with the North Node in Cancer in the 5th house, feeling like you're back in contact with something expressive, creative, joyful, that you can be enthusiastic about your life again. This month, Pisces, and I wasn't expecting this as I was tuning into the energy originally, this month is that opportunity for you to come in and come out of hiding, come out of seclusion, reveal what's been hurting you, talk to somebody face to face, and that will finally allow you to begin dismantle some of the walls you've built around yourself, and these walls have been stopping you maybe from finding a real loving relationship, maybe from having real romance in your life, maybe from having fun connections going on. And again, Pisces, this is really unusual for me because I know that you're a fun person. I know you're busy. I know that there's a lot going on in your life. I know that you've got great ideas, great movement. I know that you've success going on in your life. I know that work is opening up for you. I know that you're taking care of your health this month. I know that there's a possibility you can find new love, new connections. All this is going on. But what's happening beneath seems to be the real game. It seems to be where the real work is at. It seems to be where the real divine energy is rolling up its sleeves and saying, okay, Pisces, carry on, do your work, get that promotion, get that success, follow that vision. But all the while underneath, we're going to be gently pushing you to release something that you just wouldn't let go of before. We're going to get you to release some bad habits. We're going to get you to release, maybe, as I said, some addictions, maybe to smoking, drinking, gambling, anything like that. We're going to get you to release that. We're going to get you to release some subconscious fears, phobias, maybe even things that you weren't even aware that were holding you back. Things that are sabotaging your success. So I get it, because I was kind of wondering, what's the point? Because usually this makes sense. So what would be the point of that happening now? And I think for me, the point of that happening is that your success is expanding. Your life is expanding. So many new doors are opening up for you, Pisces. So let's get rid of all that stuff that is unraveling it, undoing it, and sabotaging it. And we're going right in. We're going deep. And we're going to bring it up to the surface. So it could be a month, Pisces, of, I get now why that thing of you need face to face. It could be a thing where some of you need a really good friend, a really good family member, somebody that you love and trust to talk about certain things, open up and say, you know, I've been thinking about this, or I've been feeling this, or maybe even time to talk to a counsellor or a therapist. And I don't want you for a moment to think that this is like a weak thing, because this is actually part of your future success. Why? How can you really make a clear run at something positive in your life if there are too many obstacles blocking you along the way? And this month, it's the cosmos coming right in, guarding you, protecting you, while you go into those deeper places and root out those inner obstacles that are getting in your way. You know the phrase, don't get in your own way? Well, the cosmos is kind of singing that and dancing that to the tune of the cosmic rhythm this month. Don't get in your own way. And we're going to come right in here with you, Pisces, and show you all the ways in which you're blocking your own success. And once they're removed, Pisces, after that, what can stop you? Very little. Very, very, very little. Pisces, wow, I have to say, you put me on the spot this month. That was a challenge. That was a real energetic challenge, because I was seeing so many good things happening for you, so much good positive things with your work, with your health, with your fitness, with getting out there, new opportunities to learn, study, grow, getting great connections with people. And I couldn't understand why I was feeling all this other kind of deeper energy. I was like, what the hell? Pisces is going to think I'm losing it here this month. But I get it. I get it. It is that door being opened so that fresh air can come in, and all the stuff in that basement or in that attic that hasn't been aired or thrown out is getting pulled out, so that you have a beautiful, clean space and that clear, beautiful run towards your success, Pisces. I love it. I love it. My beautiful, I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's enough for now. But you know, if you want to get into the bigger details here, because these are the general energies, and boy, did we feel them. the general energies. But to get into the nitty-gritty, Pisces, you know where to come to the VIMEO readings. They're all linked down there below. We talk about love. For those of you in a relationship, what's going on in the relationship this month? Singles, is there love this month? Very likely when we get into Virgo season. Money and career, very strong. Career, very, very strong. Family and friends, everything that we haven't discussed here will go into more detail in the VIMEO reading. So come along, Pisces, click the link below and let's get stuck in if you want more clarity, okay? My beautiful, I'm going to have a lie down after that. And I'm only teasing, but have a wonderful month. And as always, my gorgeous, I am going to leave you with all my deep love and a great, great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, bye my gorgeous.